ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Assalamu alaikum. In this lesson, we will be introducing Sifat al-Huruf. Our learning objectives are: number one, to be able to define Sifat. Number two, to know the importance of Sifat. Number three, to be able to identify the difference between Makharij and Sifat. And finally, to know the main categories of Sifat. So, what is a Sifat? What is a characteristic? Well, it's a feature that helps us to describe something or to distinguish something. So, the question we may have is, why study the characteristics of letters if I know Makharij already? Well, firstly, it helps to differentiate between the letters, especially when they have the same Makharij. Number two, it helps us to distinguish letters which are strong and which are weak. Number three, it makes clear the different timings of the Sakin letters, allowing us to give each letter its own right, and also to improve the pronunciation of the letters. So what's the difference between Makharij and Sifat? Makharij only provides information as to where the sound of the letter comes from, whereas Sifat provides information as to how the letter comes out, so we know the unique characteristics and sound of each letter. There are two categories of Sifat. We have Sifat Lazima, which is permanent Sifat, and we have Sifat Arida, which is temporary Sifat, which we have covered previously, like the Noon Sakin rules, the rule of Ra, the rule of Allah, etc. We will be studying Sifat Lazima. There are two categories: Sifat Lazima with opposites, where all the letters are included, and Sifat Lazima with non-opposites, where only some of the letters are included. What have we learnt in this lesson? We are able to define Sifat. We know the importance of Sifat. We are able to identify the difference between Makharij and Sifat, and we know the main categories of Sifat.
ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.